Hi, everybody. Welcome to another fun episode of my Partridge Family collection. I didn't think I was going to do one of these types of episodes for a while, but then I got like this windfall of packages in the mail. They all came on one day. And this is an active collection. I'm always collecting things. And of course, Partridge Family is my biggest collection that I have. And so if I see something out there that I want and that I can afford, what's in my budget, I'll buy it. But for some reason, I ordered some things around the holidays and I didn't get them. I just got them all like on one day. My mailman hates me anyway. He really did not like me on this day. Yeah, he's always giving me a hard. He's always has like these snarky comments. Like he's always like, "Oh, you got another package," or "Boy, you got a lot of packages today." I mean, I don't think that I get any more or less packages than anybody else, but I don't know. Don't give me any grief, man. It's bad enough I hear it from my family. I got to hear it from the postman. And I, of course, I'm very much respectful of our postal workers. They have a tough job. I can't imagine doing that type of job, but this guy, man, he's just always on my case, always. But anyway, I have a lot of cool packages. So I thought, why not do an unboxing show? Um, People seem to like that. I like them. I watch unboxing shows all the time, and a lot of these things, like I said, I don't even know. I can't remember what what I bought. Like, what is all this stuff? What is this? But I thought, you know what? Why not just unbox it live or recorded live on an episode and see what I got? Because I always find some like really cool Partridge Family, David Cassidy themed items, and I want to share them with you. And this seems like a very fun and cool way. So let's do it. This is our third unboxing show, and I think this is probably only my 15th or 16th episode. So let's keep doing it. It gets high views, so people must like to watch them. So let's see what I got, because I got some cool things and I want to share them with you. So we'll go to the overhead and that's it. Get my trusty little X-Acto knife and start cutting things open and see what we got. Well, this is kind of crazy, but let's do it. Like I said, I got some stuff here, but I don't know what everything is. So let's just start opening. And this is like a little package. I don't know what this is, but let's take a look. Sometimes I'm like kind of like nervous about cutting these things because I don't want to damage anything, but let's see what's in here. Wow, this is interesting. Is this a matchbook or something? Like stapled all around. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, this is so cool. You're gonna love this. Wow, I'm so glad that this is the first thing I opened. Do you remember these pins? I got this from a guy in England. No wonder it took so long to get to me. This is a vintage David Cassidy pin, and it is from the early 70s, and you can see there's some wear on a button that's over 50 years old. But as kids in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s, we wore pins mostly on jackets. I used to have like a denim jacket that I would have like all my favorite singers or favorite stars on. And I definitely would wear a David Cassidy pin on my lapel. This is what you did in the early 70s. And this is in such great condition. It's all hair. But it's still in great condition. I will definitely be wearing this. I'm not even afraid of losing it because it's very well made. Yeah, it's in there. Sometimes the back of pins, they pop out and things, but this is in great condition. David Cassidy pin. Where do you see these anymore? Like hardly ever, right? Very cool. Yay. Next up, we have another envelope here. Let's take a look. Another little thing. Doesn't even feel like there's anything in here. Let's see what this is. Oh, I should have known. I don't know if you recall, I did a episode on my guitar pick collection. And I was saying I only had at the time like one David Cassidy guitar pick. And then I ended up getting a couple more from this gentleman who had 3. And then I found this online. There was a bidding war for it. And I can't believe that I got it. And I had a very reasonable price. And as you can see, it's a David Cassidy tour used guitar pick. And I'm going to have to do another episode coming up here pretty quick of all my guitar picks, because my collection has increased a lot in a short amount of time. I just hadn't been really looking for guitar picks, and I had never really seen any David Cassidy picks out there. But lately I've been seeing a few here and there, and so I've been really lucky to get this. This is so cool. Look how groovy that looks. That is some psychedelic. That's a David Cassidy guitar pick for sure, with his little signature on it. Great. David Cassidy theme so far. All right, priority mail. This was actually folded up in my mailbox. I was so mad. I was like, why is it? You couldn't even see how it's dented here. I was like, because I know what this is and I didn't want it bent, but we'll see. Hopefully it came in good shape. And hey, and I'm wearing my up-to-date t-shirt today. Just unplanned. Funny how that happens. So this is actually, as you can probably guess, it's a Partridge Family up-to-date music book. And I have a whole collection of sheet music that I just love. I love collecting old sheet music. And one of these days, on one of these episodes, I'm definitely going to share with you my Partridge Family sheet music collection. As you can probably guess, there's quite a lot of sheet music in there. And this is all the Partridge Family. Not only is this sheet music, but I'm going to show this to you real quick. And then we'll go over it on another time. Oh, this is in such great condition. I mean, you're going to get wear and tear on books like this. But this is a book that you would get if you played, I think it's for piano. Yeah, piano, vocal, easy piano, easy organ. My mom had an organ when I was a kid, and we had always had like an organ in the house. And I would have loved to have something like this in those days. Just pound it instead of trying to play on top of Old Smoky and and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something. So this has all the songs for Up to Date, as you can see. And then it also has, and this is kind of why I was drawn to it, it also has little stories about, this one's on Shirley Jones and her career, the stage career. Little story in here. And then they kind of mirror the birthday themes, like they have all the actors' birthdays. And we'll talk about Up to Date. I'm going to spotlight this album coming up in an upcoming episode real soon, because it's such a great album. So many great songs on this album. And we're not going to get too deep into this. Like I said, we can look at it on another episode when we're spotlighting my music sheet collection. I'll meet you halfway. This is all, these are all the songs I love. And you know what I really do love is I love to see these little marks, these little pencil marks in books like this. And that's why I love sheet music, because somebody had this on their piano or their organ, and they were practicing, and so writing little notes on here, and I like that. I like that a lot. It really adds to the collectibleness, I guess, of it. And then it's got your lyrics. I would have loved to have something like this when I was a kid. Yeah. So you get the gist of it. It's all sheet music, all the songs on the Up to Date album. And then some bonus pictures from the TV show. Little David Madden. My favorite Partridge Family song, pretty much of all time. I'll leave myself a little time. Written by Steve Dosek. Such a great song. TV shows, Bobby Sherman, guest starred on the Partridge Family one time. And wow, this is a great picture. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this. Very candid, right? Shirley Jones, so great. Ah, so great. Oh, I love this. Yeah, it's not too damaged. I mean, it's got some little wear and tear, but the folding of it into the mailbox didn't hurt it too badly. Probably published in 1971, I would imagine, when Up to Date came out. Well, take a closer look at this on another show. I'm wearing my Up to Date t-shirt today too. One thing about all these packages that I have, they're all small, or they're all like envelopes. There's no like boxes or anything. You're here, I'm here. I don't care where you've been before. Oh. So on the last episode, I don't know if you caught it, but I did a episode on the Partridge Family fan club and all of the cool things you got when you became a member of the Partridge Family fan club. And I had a couple of these flexi discs. We actually played it. We played this disc on that episode. If you didn't catch that, I highly recommend going back, because it is very cool to listen to this disc. And it's basically all the Partridge Family plus Dave Madden welcoming us to the Partridge Family fan club. And it's very cool to hear those voices and to hear them. You know, they used a script, and it was very scripted, and it was very self-promotional. Buy more records, you know, watch the TV show, buy more Tiger Beat magazines. But I don't know, whenever I come across the flexi discs, I buy them. I just get them because I just like them. I don't know why, but I don't know. I have a couple of these, but I saw this on eBay, and I don't know, it was pretty affordable. So I'm like, well, someone's got to buy it, so why not me? But, all right, another thin envelope. Open pretty easily there. Let's see why. Let's see what's in here. Uh-oh. How could it be? I have a feeling I'm getting a theme here. It's got to be another guitar pick. Let's see which one this is. Oh. Now, so I told you, like, I'd gone years and years without seeing David Cassidy picks. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this influx of David Cassidy picks. And this is actually tour used. It looks really used, doesn't it? And again, this was one that I won on auction. And I kind of laid low on it because I was like, there's a lot of people bidding on this thing. It is worn. It's just, you know, like all David Cassidy picks, there's nothing on the back, but it does have his name on the front. And you can see it's got that, where the thumb, I guess, and the forefinger would be right here. So this is very cool and very authentic. I can't wait to get it into my frame, because I don't know if you recall on the episode we did on my guitar pick collection, the cutouts, all the guitar picks that I have from different artists, they all fit perfectly in the cutouts. But the David Cassidy picks are very small. There was a lot of wiggle room in those cutouts. And so we'll do another David Cassidy themed guitar pick episode coming up, where I'll show you all my picks here. But that is very cool. I'm happy to have that. 2 guitar picks in one delivery. Nobody, I think I could say, I'm the only person on my block that can say that. 2 David Cassidy guitar picks from 2 different places, from 2 different auctions, delivered on the same day. Another very small, not small, but thin envelope. Let's open this up. Too thin to be a CD, too big to be a guitar pick. No, I don't think I have any more guitar picks coming. Oh, even better. Now, this is another item in my collection that I have quite a few of, that I'll be sharing on an upcoming episode. And that's the Viewmaster. I think I probably have a few of these. And this is the Male Chauvinist. So they basically took episodes from the show and they only put out a few and made these Viewmasters out of. And for you kids out there, if you're watching, Viewmasters were very, very fun toy when I was a kid. And you basically put these reels in this Viewmaster. And I have a Viewmaster, and well, when I do this episode, I'm trying to figure out how to actually see because they're little pictures here. So I might have to be creative so that we can view the Viewmaster reels together. So this actually is in pretty good shape. It's got 3 reels. It's got the book, which is always great. You always want to get the book with a toy, because you know all the toys come with books. And I remember this episode right when they had Dave, Danny, and Ruben and Chris doing the women's chores around the house, cooking and things. And then Shirley and Lori and Tracy were fixing cars and doing the quote unquote male chores. Very 70s, very, I mean, it was a show of its time for sure. We saw that trope too with the Brady Bunch. They did one of those shows too. So, very cool. Viewmasters. You remember the Viewmasters, right? If you're of a certain age, these were great fun. We didn't have video games. So we just basically could relive the episodes, on some of the episodes, through a Viewmaster. And I actually have a talking Viewmaster. These aren't talking Viewmasters. The talking ones have kind of like a little record that's attached to them. If this is just a regular Viewmaster. Another envelope that my beloved mailman bent. It says, "Please do not bend." And he bended it and put it in my... I know, he's got a hard job. I know. But let's take a look. Hopefully it's not too damaged. I know what this is. This is cool. Well, on another episode that we did a while ago, I was looking at some cool stuff that I have, and I had the David Cassidy guitar, not in great shape, but I wanted this. This is basically just an advertisement, and it came out of a magazine. But it's advertising the David Cassidy guitar. This is the true guitar. I don't have this. I have the ukulele style one. But I really like this. I'm going to frame it. Probably. That was my plan anyway. You just don't see these type of advertisements. And it looks like it might have come out of catalog of some type. I want to say music catalog, because because those catalogs in the days had like different sections. They had music and clothes and toys and things like that. But this is very cool. Super as a gift from David. Double cutaway guitar. Looks just like his. Has his picture and signature. Only $6.66 for that. I wish I had one of those. Now they're like I saw one go on auction for $1,000. Can you believe that? But I like this, just gives you the details of the guitar, kid playing the guitar, and as seen on TV. Very cool. See, there's the little organ. We put my up-to-date music on there and play away. Oh, that's I love to have stuff like this. And it's in such great condition. Like somebody really kept this in perfect condition. All right, last but not least, and shout out to my postman, because he did put this on my front porch. I guess he maybe couldn't shove it into my mailbox because it is pretty stiff, but it says handle fragile. Wow, I'm so glad that my postman didn't try to shove this into the mailbox, because this is very cool. Oh, I feel like, gave me a little bonus picture, which I have of this one already, but that's very cool. I've seen this before, a little publicity. But what I did purchase And this is a photo that I'd never seen before. I was like, where did this come from? And, you know, when I buy photos, I purchase photos, and I have a photo book album full of Partridge Family photos, obviously. It doesn't matter. I mean, this isn't an original, you know, of anything. I don't think it's probably, it doesn't have any print marks on here, but it's high gloss. And it is a publicity picture. It looks to me very early on, but it's a picture I'd never seen before. They're obviously on the back of a, at first I thought maybe it's the back of a train, but I don't see any tracks. Maybe it's just like a prop or something. But it's such an interesting picture, right? I mean, I love that Shirley's leaning into David. It really says a lot about their relationship, and she actually has her arm around him. Suzanne Krauf is standing in front of Shirley, and then, you know, Susan Day in her long, very 70s, very stylish outfit with her choker, looking very young and just pretty. I love that Danny Bonaducci's got that mug on his face, because that's Danny, right? He was probably miserable. He's like, dang, I gotta like sit around and take pictures all day. Just to, you know, so much angst, I think, in that photo. And the way he's leaning on the rail there. It's just like so much body language, I guess, to read. And then Jeremy Gelbwaks, of course, he didn't last past season 1, right? And they brought in Brian Forster to play Chris for whatever reasons. I've heard different reasons over the years, but mostly it's just because he was a handful. The cast didn't really like him. But you could see everybody's kind of separating from him already. And this is probably an early publicity shot. And he's kind of off out there by himself. I don't know. It says a lot to me. It's just a picture that really tells a story, I think, in so many ways. And a picture I'd never seen before. And I was trying to match their clothes with like an episode, and I can't do it. So it was definitely a publicity shot. Maybe that's why Danny looks so glum. It's probably taking up my Saturday or whatever. But I don't know. It's an interesting photo. If I ever run across Danny Bonaducci or Susan Day or Shirley Jones, I might ask them that question. I was like, what's the deal with this photo? Because I don't know. It says so much just in body language and things. And like I said, it's something that I've never seen before. So when I run across a picture like this, where we're like, I've seen this picture a million times, and I have it in different, like in color and black and white. It's a very popular publicity shot that they did. They used it for different publications. I wouldn't, like, if I saw this, I wouldn't buy it, because obviously I have it. It's nothing really rare about it. But when you see something like this that's not out there very often, I've not seen it. Maybe it was for a magazine or something. I don't know. TV guide or something. I have to really do a deep dive on this because it's so interesting. But very cool. So that was my unboxing. That's quite the unboxing today, I think. Warranted the unboxing. Glad all this stuff came in one day. My mailman, not so much. What a great unboxing show. I have to say, it's probably one of my favorite, because they're all very small items, but all very cool. And as you can see, I'm wearing my David Cassidy vintage pin. You don't see these, because people just didn't save them. I know I had a whole box of pins. Who knows where those are? But we also got a little surprise at the Viewmaster reels. And like I said, on an upcoming episode, we'll look at all my Partridge Family Viewmaster reels. And I'll try to find a good way to show them to you. I think there's probably a good way to do that with iPhones. You could do anything, right? I got another Plexi disc of the Welcome to the Partridge Family fan club. Love the fan club stuff. So great. If you missed our last episode, we really took a deep dive into the fan club and all the stuff you got for your $2. And these Plexi discs, they're not around very often, but when they are, I kind of try to grab them up. That's cool. This is probably my favorite thing, is this advertisement. I love vintage advertisements. In fact, I have a few of like my favorite toys when I was a kid, running across like ads and things that people have kept over the years and sold on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or things like that. So I love this. And it's got the David Cassidy guitar in great condition. I'm definitely going to frame this. You might see it on my wall coming up here. Oh, of course, this is another favorite thing. And I didn't even plan this. This was not planned. I didn't know. But it's bound to happen, right? With all my Partridge Family shirts that I have. But the sheet music Up to Date album. And again, like in an upcoming episode, we'll take a deeper look into this as we look into my sheet music. My Partridge Family sheet music, all the music that I have and I love to collect. Then I got two great, you could see these, we the David Cassidy guitar picks, which I'll put in my frame, and we'll revisit these on another episode too, because you don't see the David Cassidy guitar picks very often, and all of a sudden there's an influx of them. Like, where are they all coming from? And then, of course, this very rare, very interesting photograph. Let's see here. It's so interesting. It tells so many stories, and I don't know. I saw this and I was like, dang, I never saw this before. And I'm not like one to just buy up photographs, but this one is very cool and very peculiar, I have to say, but tells a lot of stories, right? So a lot of great stuff in the mailbox. My mailman can rest assured that I don't have any packages coming anytime in the near future. So I'm sure he'll be happy about that. I'll give you some snarky remarks. So thanks again for joining me on my Partridge Family collection. I hope that you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of this, as much as I am, because I get a kick out of it, and I really hope that you do too. It brings back a lot of memories. There's a lot of cool things out there from the Partridge Family that I've kind of forgotten about or maybe never seen before. So it's cool to kind of discover this stuff and then to unbox it in front of you. It's always fun too, because then I feel like I'm sharing the excitement with somebody who really cares. Because my family doesn't care. So it's always fun that, for these times that we can get together and do that, unbox and have a good time. So I hope you enjoyed it. And then we'll see you on the next episode. My Partridge Family collection. Can't wait.